Hey everybody, it is Jason from the Texas Gun Vault 2, and I'm coming to you tonight with yet another upcoming projects video. And this one is a really cool firearm that I really think the company that designed or built this gun took Beretta's original design and made it better. And this would have been a great gun to also review side by side with the Beretta 80X that I showed you guys recently, but I think I told you in another video I had to return it to the original owner because he decided he didn't like it and he returned it to the gun store. So I never got to shoot or review the Beretta 80X. So that's still on my list. However, this one is very similar, and while it might not be the most expensive gun in the world, I love the innovation that they put into it. So this is the Girsan, I guess the model is the MC14T. So this is their version, and it's in flat dark earth, of the Beretta 80 series of pistols, whether it be the 84 or 85 in 380. And so it's very similar to the 80X, but it has one cool feature. One of the neatest things about some of these smaller caliber Beretta pistols is this, the tip-up barrel. Now, I have never seen this on a 380. On the 32, the Tomcat, they have that, and on the 21A, they have the tip-up barrel, and that's in 25 or 22 long rifle. One of the issues I've always found with the Beretta 380s is if you don't have strong hands, especially for ladies, these guns are actually kind of hard to pull the slide back on. Just because it's direct blowback, the recoil spring is really, really stout. And this changes the game, in my opinion. So if, let's just say you have the hammer down, okay, and let's say this magazine was full, insert the magazine, and you don't have the strength to charge the weapon, you just have to push this lever on the side. You can put in the first round right there, close it up, and you are ready to go. Why Beretta never did this to the 380s, I have no idea. And I know some of you guys are probably wondering who lent this to the channel. Well, this is from Jack. And man, does he have a cool collection. And every time, I think I've reviewed every one of his guns. He's like, hey, I got something else cool and neat for you to review. This one is definitely cool and neat. And I have to tell you, Girsan does a good job with these Beretta clones. I've reviewed the one that's the copy of the Beretta 92 or the M9. And believe it or not, that actually has an NSN number. It's used by militaries and police around the world. It's not some cheap knockoff Beretta. Yeah, it's made in Turkey, but it's actually a pretty darn good copy. Except the parts aren't interchangeable with Berettas because I guess the rails are different. I guess the specs of those rails are different, so you can't put on like a Beretta 92 slide on the Girsan copy of the Beretta. And I think they do that on purpose. They're just two different guns. But they knew that the 380 Berettas are real popular right now, so they designed one. Seems to be finished nice, seems to be the same quality as the other Girsans that I've reviewed, but now it has the tip-up barrel. And I think that's kind of a game-changing option for these 380s. That's really, really cool and really nice. And honestly, that fixes a huge problem that I have always had with the 80 series. Now, I can charge the weapons, but I know there's other people that cannot pull the slide back on those just because that recoil spring is so stout. And with the Beretta slide design, you don't get a lot of gripping surface on those cocking serrations. So that's really, really cool. It does add a little bit of length, I think, to the firearm. I'll have to pull out my 84 and compare it side by side, but it's nice. You have the frame-mounted safety, and that is really stout, so the detent works well. So that's very much like a 1911. I think you could safely carry this cocked and locked, but probably the safer thing to do would be to carry it with the hammer down. And I think I already showed you here, but even with the magazine out of the weapon, it fires. So they got rid of the magazine safety disconnect. That's really cool. So yeah, this is going to be an awesome firearm to review. Jack even gave me some 380 ammo as well. And just holding it here, I'm pretty impressed with this thing. It's imported by EAA in Cocoa, Florida. It's made in Turkey. So some people are going to like that, some people aren't. And then on the side it says, warning, read safety manual. Once again, one of my complaints is, why do you got to put on so much information on the side? You don't need to. But the quality of this is really, really nice. I'm really impressed with the machining and the finish of this thing. I know that some people don't like the Turkish guns. I understand why, for political reasons, but I really think they make a quality product. So thank you, Jack, for lending this to the channel. This is going to go in the queue as well. Right now I have 3 guns to review. So I have I have this, obviously. I have that Syrian high power contract. That's from Richard. And I have the 44 Magnum Henry Big Boy, and that's from Ken, but I'm waiting on some ammo for that one. I don't think I have enough 44 Special and 44 Mag to do that review. So I'm waiting on Brownworks, who is just an awesome supporter of the channel, to help me out with that. So I should get that stuff to the range shortly. Tonight, I've already filmed the garage portion, because it's actually cooler outside today, of the range portion, the garage portion of the B&T 308 DMR rifle. Just got that uploaded. My Patreons can see that now. And I'm about to do a field strip video of this, because this gun is just simply cool. So that's what's going on tonight. I guess the big news is the ATF's 80% frames and receiver ruling was found unconstitutional. So that's huge news. So happy to hear that. So it's obviously, I think, the right decision. And I'm hoping now that when all the dust settles, if it's not appealed to a higher level and no injunction is put into place, I'm hoping the people that were interested in the 80%er stuff will start to get into it quickly. I really do think that might be the bastion of the Second Amendment in the future, with more and more firearms regulations coming down the pipe. I think that's just the way it should be. We have a rich and long history of legal homemade firearm manufacturing, and I think that's what all that 80% stuff is. They're not frames and receivers. They're simply not frames and receivers. They're unfinished. And of course, the question goes into is, when does it become a frame or receiver? And being 80% complete, just because the outside of it looks like a frame or receiver, doesn't make it a frame or receiver when you can't put in any parts and so forth. So it's a great news there. I don't know if that's going to change my commentary video for tomorrow. I've kind of narrowed it down to a couple of things. So we'll see what I come up with, if I come up with anything at all. But tonight I got this video here to make. I'm going to be making the first Texas Gun Vault poll question of the week in like 6 months tomorrow. Real excited about that. So that's what I have going on. Some more upcoming projects. So anyway, just wanted to come to you tonight, say hi, see what's going on, and show you this really cool pistol that Jack lent to the channel. So as soon as I get this gun done, I can get the 4 guns that I have of D back to him, and I'm sure he'll have something even cooler again for me to borrow. So yeah, life is good here at the Texas Gun Vault. I'm telling you, I might not be the biggest channel, but I am the most blessed. I'm the luckiest man in the world. You have no idea. So let me know what you guys think. Thank you all for being here and watching these videos on this channel. I know it's just a casual behind the scenes stuff, but I love making them and love talking about guns and sharing my passion with others. So let me know what you think in the comment section below. And as always, thanks for watching.